Welcome back to Jurassic Park Minute. Jurassic Park Minute is the fan podcast that chronicles and overanalyzes the classic 1993 film Jurassic Park minute by minute. I'm Kyle.
I'm Brady.
And today we're here to bring you minute number 18. Brady, is your leg okay?
Yeah,
Right.
seriously.
Folks,
right before we started recording, I bent down to scratch my leg, and I guess I got a zit or something, and just went right up.
Yeah, I saw your face just recoil in horror as I was about to hit the record button, and I was like, oh my god, this is it.
Seriously, man.
Hit an artery.
It sucks when you do something like that, and you have to scream, but you just can't do it.
Because someone's recording a podcast.
Yeah,
We've all been there. Yeah,
I was filming a wedding. This is maybe over a year ago. And we're in this beautiful cathedral, hundreds of people there. Bride is about to say her vows and everything like that, and I went to move my tripod, and when it picked up, the leg wasn't secured, and it came down and smashed my thumb.
Ooh.
Smashed the thumbnail, and you would have seen me just, oh my God, just everything I could do not to just completely just scream. Probably every expletive in the book, in the house of God. Oh, it was horrible.
Were you in the bride's field of vision when this happened?
Oh, God, no.
Okay, thank God, because that would have been the end of it all.
Yeah, but no, there was okay, this is Brady's wedding, horror wedding experiences minute. There's another time we were in a cathedral, and they have the little marble dishes. I'm not sure what they are that contains the water on the walls, and I had my gear under that, and I went and leaned down to go get something out of the bag, and when I came up full speed, bam, hit the top of my head on that thing and fell out. And I'm on the ground, and this guy comes over and taps me on the shoulder, and I mean everything was white. Felt like the top of my head was just throbbing, and I was wobbling back and forth. Yeah. Anyway, they're still married as far as I know. So,
so he didn't break up the marriage.
Yeah,
bumping into the holy water table. Yeah.
I'm not in that industry anymore.
For good reason.
Yeah.
You ready to get into minute number 18?
Go,
right, let's do
real
it.
quick.
In the previous minute, we saw the helicopter approach the island. As the helicopter quickly descended, Grant discovered that his seatbelt ends were incompatible and wouldn't buckle. Everyone scrambled to help him fix it. At 18:05, Grant decides to fix the problem by simply tying the seatbelts together. He gives Ellie a proud glance. At 18:10, the helicopter drops even further in front of a beautiful waterfall. A helipad is revealed at the base of the waterfall with two jeeps sitting next to it. At 18:33, a Jurassic Park employee rushes over to open the helicopter door and help Hammond. At 18:41, Hammond steps out onto the helipad, giving a look of excitement as Grant and Ellie also step out behind him. He hooks arms with the both of them. At 18:50, the Jeeps reverse to pick up the team. The door to one of the Jeeps opens, revealing a big Jurassic Park logo on the side. At 18:55, we see the helicopter ascending as the Jeeps carry the team off into the island. And thus ends minute number 18 of Jurassic Park. All right, so again, the helicopter landed, and in this moment, we have one of my favorite flubs in the movie.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So when we see the shot of the helicopter landing, both of the Jeeps are backed up. Helicopter lands, then we get a shot of the Jeeps backing up again. Like we've said before, and we're going to say this a few times, Steven Spielberg had kind of a cap on retakes in this movie. It was 5 takes they had on everything, I think, because he wanted it to be an enjoyable experience for everyone. He just wanted to get through it and figured these are going to be little things that people probably wouldn't notice. But the problem is there's so many of them that you start to take notice. I use Amazon X-Ray whenever I do this. I watch these online,
that's right.
and it has kind of a running counter of all the different flubs in the movie, and it's just nothing but flubs. You know, when we were doing the same thing for Ghostbusters Minute, there were a few, but you really didn't see very many of them. It's in this scene you see Stay Puft's foot or something like that, but in Jurassic Park it's just flub after flub after flub, and it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It's a great movie.
And you know the one I'm thinking of. I'm not going to mention, and I've thought a lot about mentioning it when we get to this minute. I don't think I am. A good friend of mine is very, very, very well versed in Jurassic Park, and I was watching. He's probably literally seen it over 100 times, and we were watching this scene not long ago, and the moment came up, and I said, "So, did you notice what just happened right in front of your eyes?" And I had to rewind it 4 or 5 times, and he never noticed. And that is a testament to the fact that this film is so well made that those flubs don't even matter.
They don't matter because it's such a fun movie. You get caught up in what's going on.
And you know, there are some movies where that can't slide. I mean, you cannot have stuff like that happen. But in the case of Jurassic Park, it's just such a big, fun experience that it just, who gives a damn, you know? And the Jeeps backing up is actually something I never really noticed until it was pointed out to me not long ago. But with that aside, I want to talk about something that I've always found very interesting. And that is when you see set pieces that have been built in real locations that are still there. And
Yeah.
I had always heard for a long time that there was some pieces of Jurassic Park sets that they left standing. One of them is the big main gates, the Jurassic Park gates that open. The actual gates aren't still there, but the pylons that were holding that gate up are still there. And you can still go there today and see them. Now, of course, it's just simple remnants of something, but you're standing in the spot where this piece of cinema history was shot, and there's still some of it there. Here at the helicopter pad, there are actually some pieces of like concrete that are still there where it's not exactly where the helipad was, but where the place where the Jeeps back up is. Just kind of like a little, I don't know, guard for them not to back up into the water. And some of that is still there. So, I don't know. That's just something I'm into.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's, I think whenever they filmed Jurassic Park, they had to make a lot of the roads for the movie there because a lot of these were places that were kind of only accessible by foot by people in Hawaii because it's being in Hawaii, you'll start to see like places where there's no real need for cars because cars just kind of, junk up everything. So people just walk around by foot in a lot of places. And that's perfectly fine. It adds to the beauty of everything to not have automobiles everywhere. But I think a lot of the roads stayed when the production actually left. They left all these roads to get to inaccessible places so they could bring the film equipment and everything. But I think that's one part of the movie that still remains is all these dirt roads that you see that were made by the movie. So
Yeah.
But yeah, in this scene, there's really not a whole lot going on. We're getting kind of just the beauty of the island. There's a lot of scene setting right here to kind of get the, I don't want to say mystery, but maybe majesty of the natural side of everything here. Yeah.
There are a lot of moments where the camera will linger on things it's already been lingering on just to show off and showcase the beauty of Hawaii and the places that they filmed. And I'm so glad that they actually do that. They take the time to do that because it's such a big character in the movie, is the location, is the jungle.
Yeah.
And they had to do that. Now, there is something that's going on in the scene that we cannot just breeze over, and that is the seatbelt analogy.
Exactly. We talked a little bit about that in the last episode, but let's talk about it again real quick. What's going on here with Grant's seatbelts?
All right, so Grant, as they're landing, everyone's buckling their seatbelts and everything. Well, Grant has like a faulty seatbelt, and it's two female ends, and he just can't put them together. Everybody starts trying to help him out, and nobody's able to get it right. There's some, funny little banter that goes with it. And finally, Grant, just being who he is, ties the thing together, and it's good to go. So these two female ends of the seatbelt just, they're not working.
They don't fasten.
They don't fasten. So he takes them and makes them work. What does this sound like to you?
It sounds like what happens later in the movie when
That's
a lot
right.
of the female dinosaurs actually, life finds a way, and
Life
they
finds
develop
a way.
a way to reproduce.
Exactly. So
yeah.
do you think that's intentional?
It very well could be. It very well could be. I would not put it past the screenwriters to add that little kind of thing in. If you had asked me this like a year ago, I would have said it was probably just a happy accident. But after rewatching Ghostbusters Minute recently, minute by minute, I start to pick up on all these little things that add up over time, and I believe it was intentional.
Yeah.
I think it was probably dropped in, and I think it just took the audience years upon years upon years later to actually make that connection. So, yeah.
Yeah, that is one of the benefits of studying movies over and over again. But this is one of those things, one of those cases of something that you're going to spot. And when you do, you're never going to be able to not notice it again.
Yeah.
Such a cool moment.
So give me the name of the waterfall again that they're setting down here by.
That's right. If I'm not mispronouncing this, it's Manawaiupuna waterfall?
Manawaiupuna, okay.
Yeah, this waterfall is on Kauai, which is, where most of the film was shot.
Yeah, it's in Hanapepe, Kauai.
That's right. And just a beautiful, beautiful waterfall. It's very slender, and when it comes down as it hits the rocks, kind of widens out a little bit. Very cinematic. Very
scenic. Yeah, it's an awesome shot to see the helicopter come down by. And I know we talked about the logistics of actually getting people to the island by helicopter were not feasible, but could you imagine the majesty of landing in Jurassic Park and seeing this waterfall?
Jeez.
Yeah, that's all pretty much I've got for minute number 18. How about you? You got anything else?
No, that's it for me. It's
awesome.
Fun minute. Let's get into the rest.
All right, folks. Well, we will be back tomorrow for minute number 19, a Friday episode. Thank you so much for joining us here for Jurassic Park Minute. I'm Kyle.
I'm Brady.
And until next time, hold on to your butts.
Jurassic Park Minute is a fan-supported podcast. If you like the podcast, then leave us a review on iTunes. You can contact us at JurassicParkMinute@gmail.com and visit us online at JurassicParkMinute.com, Facebook.com/JurassicParkMinute, and Twitter.com/JurassicMinute.